Good day everyone. I am Shoti Mark A. Paul and I am here to discuss about nonfiction. Nonfiction is the branch of literature comprising works of narrative prose dealing with or offering opinions or conjectures upon facts and reality, including biography, history, and the essay, opposed to fiction and distinguished from poetry and drama. The difference of fiction and nonfiction. Fiction refers to literature created from the imagination. Mystery, science fiction, romance, fantasy, chick lit, crime thrillers are all fiction genres. Whether or not all of these genres should be considered literature is a matter of opinion. Some of these fiction genres are taught in literature classrooms and some are not usually taught, considered more to be reading for entertainment. Now let us proceed to the types of fiction. We've got mystery, fantasy, science fiction, crime thrillers, and romance. And this is the literary fiction author Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, and Charles Dickens. Alright, now let us proceed to our main topic, the nonfiction. Nonfiction also have a subgenre called literary nonfiction that refers to literature based on fact but written in a creative way, making it as enjoyable to read as fiction. This is the types of nonfiction. We've got biography, memoir, speeches, and essay. Now first, we got biography. Biography is the story of the real person's life written by someone other than that person. Biography is very common to us because we already saw this in our study. Biography of national heroes, scientists, inventors, and also the famous people, which includes their early life, personal information, education, status, and all about the things about them. Next is memoir. Memoir for me is just like a diary of a significant person regards to a essential topic. For example, the memoir of Benjamin Franklin. He is one of the United States forefathers, American patriots, diplomats, and also the comrade of George Washington, the first president of the United States. That's why his memoir was so important to them. Now let us proceed to speeches. Speeches is a spoken expression of ideas, opinions, etc. that is made by someone who is speaking in front of a group of people. Speeches, we read or heard this during elections, sonas, and also in school activities. It is a way of formal and public speaking but in the form of writing. Now, next is essay. Essay is a short piece of writing that tells a person's thoughts or opinions about a subject. We are familiar in essay because we done it a ton of times in our school for sit work purposes, exams, even at home. Now this is the nonfiction which is not literature. We got news article, history, cookbook, crafting manuals, and etc. News article, history, and cookbook crafting manual is nonfiction because they're based on facts, but it's written in a formal way, not in creative way, as simple as that. Now we got the elements of nonfiction. The first elements of we got four major elements of nonfiction. First is the layout, second information, the third characterization, and the fourth style and tone. First we got layout. Layout should attract the reader and encourage reading and progression through the book, and this is must the layout is. Format is interesting, attractive, magnetic. Index. Next is index. The third one is glossary, have a pronunciation key. Also have a table of contents. The book size. Photographs complement text located near the related text. Captions accurate. Now let us proceed to information. Information includes facts, little known information, and ideas that spark curiosity rather, create mystery, and propel the listener or reader or viewer to discover and learn. And the information must be qualifications of the creator suggests appropriate experience or exceptionality. Next one is accurate information can be verified with other sources. Next is includes source information. Next is timely or current. Next, supports the story, covers the topic in significant detail. And also in information, moves from simple to complex and familiar to unfamiliar, creates a feeling of the setting, presents information in an organized sequence that enhances the topic. Non-biased neutral position, this is very important. Is not overly didactic. Include safety precautions as needed. Now we've got characterization. Particularly in biographies, it is important to use the character's real words and anecdotes that originate from someone with first-hand knowledge of the incidents. The the characters are well developed. No stereotype or biased characterization, creates empathy for the characters, uses quotations and anecdotes. Now, last is the style and tone. Style should maintain the reader's interest. Nonfiction presents information, but the listener or viewer or reader doesn't need to be bored by a collection of information in choppy sentences. Good style adds interest to the story. The style and tone must be narration creates interest and understanding, clear, precise, distinguish between fact, theory, and opinion, vivid, could be personalized, objective, non-biased, or condescending or sarcastic, is not didactic, does not use propaganda techniques, builds suspense or sustains interest, encourages further investigation, moves from simple to complex and familiar to unfamiliar, presents information in an organized sequence that enhances the topic, scope is appropriate for the target audience and increases in complexity at an appropriate rate, avoids anthropomorphism, vocabulary is relative, underlying themes are appropriate and helpful, present ideas or topic in a unique manner or new perspective, illustrations complement and don't overpower the message, includes a table of contents, glossary, and index, has a themes, has a conclusion. And that's my report. Thank you guys for listening.